This is Bill Brady, and I'm speaking today on the topic of the foundation of the six elementary principles of Christ. This is something that Paul wrote about, excuse me, in his letter to the Hebrews, uh, chapter 6, verses 1 through 3. This is something I've been given revelation about over a period of several years, and it is something that Jane Johnson and myself have been getting revelation on together and journeying through together. Paul speaks about this as being the foundation. And elsewhere in Scripture, he speaks of himself as being a wise master builder. And one of the first things that a wise master builder does is to lay the foundation and then build on the foundation. Very few believers today have this foundation laid in their lives. My purpose in this series of teachings is going to be to proclaim this foundation to you as a seed that you can then receive into your heart, and then to explain it in detail, and then to actually lay the foundation in your life by doing these four of these six elementary principles. This is very, very important. Like I said, most believers do not have this foundation laid in their lives. Some do. I have a second purpose, though. The first purpose is to proclaim, explain, and then actually lay the foundation in your life. And then the second purpose is to reveal how to lay this foundation as an apostle. Now, this is something that any apostle can do, but it is not something that most apostles today have been taught how to do. Many do not even know the need for the foundation to be laid in their lives. I should say that it is not necessary for someone to say, here is the foundation, I'm going to lay it in your life. Nor is it necessary for someone to actually do the laying of the foundation. Yeshua himself can lay this foundation in your life, and he can do it without announcing it to you over a long period of time, get the different parts of it laid into your life, and you then have a full foundation laid. The real key thing is to have the foundation laid. How it happens is not that much, not as important as the fact that it has happened, but it is possible for you to come to a place as an apostle, to know what the foundation is, to know how to proclaim it, and then explain it, and then actually lay it, and actually train others in how to lay it also. So I'm going to be very deliberate in laying out the elements of this step 1, 2, 3, and so on, so that you can see what the foundation is and have it laid in your life. And if you are an apostle, you can actually learn how to lay this foundation in other people's lives. So that's my purpose in doing this series of teachings. I am teaching as an apostle. It's not basic a kingdom level apostle function. It's a higher function than that. It is something that happens in the ecclesia. I don't see this as being Melchizedek level function as an apostle. There's a kingdom level function as an apostle. There's an ecclesia level function as an apostle, and then there's a Melchizedek level function as an apostle. Yeshua functioned in all three of them. Most apostles today are functioning in the kingdom level function of an apostle. Some function in the ecclesial level. Very few are functioning at the Melchizedek level function as an apostle. I'm able to function in all three levels, but today, and in this teaching, I'm teaching, my understanding of what I'm doing is I'm teaching at the ecclesia level, which is beginning with an ecclesia forming, which means that there's been a lampstand with a lit lamp, which is an apostle, on top of it, placed on it, on the lampstand. And there's been an angel given to the group of believers, and they now are an ecclesia. Before that, they weren't an ecclesia. After that, they are an ecclesia. That's the beginning of the ecclesia level process. And the end of that process is the point at which you sit down upon the throne with Yeshua, having overcome through all seven levels of the seven letters to the seven ecclesias in Revelation of Jesus Christ, chapters 2 and 3. So it begins with an ecclesia forming, and it ends with the ecclesia, or at the least individuals that were in the ecclesia, taking a journey that ends with them actually sitting down on the throne next to Yeshua, a throne that he sat down at one point when he had overcome. So this overall journey that I'm teaching about is between those two periods of time where you are part of an ecclesia that has a lampstand. It has a lit lamp on the lampstand, and that is a true apostle functioning in these functions like I'm doing right now. I'm teaching. And then also has an angel assigned to that ecclesia or given to that ecclesia by Yeshua. That's the beginning of this journey. And the end of this journey is sitting down upon the throne as an overcomer. And this is where you actually start functioning in kingship. Now, some of you who I'm speaking to have actually sat down on this throne. You're already functioning in kingship. You may have functioned in kingship for quite a while, but you may not have known about all this. And if you are also an apostle, you may not have known how to lay this foundation. So in other words, Yeshua got you there, but you don't have revelation of how you got from here to there, or even where the beginning or the end was. You just are there functioning as a king, but you didn't really know how you got there. And so what I'm going to be doing is revealing to you part of the process of how you got there.